Well, excuse me, should there be more likes? 35 people, 15 likes, 38 people, 15 likes. Excuse me. I wonder if you're going to like this. Nope. Wait. Let's see if you guys like this. Light a cigar, you're gonna go far.
Come in here, dear boy, have a cigar, you're gonna go far. You're gonna fly high, you're never gonna die, you're gonna make it if you try.
I'm gonna love you.
Well, I've always had a deep respect, I mean the most sincere.
See ya. It's a great cover.
And it's just fantastic that it's really a thing. Oh, by the way, which one's me? Let me tell you the name of the game. Oh, we call it riding the gravy train.
Violin.
We're just knocked out. We heard about the sun. You've got to get it now. You owe it to the people. We're so happy we can hardly count. Everybody else is just
Listen to that bass. Boop, 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 boop,
have you seen the charts? It's a hell of
boop,
a start.
boop, 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 boop.
We all pull together as a team.
Team, we pull together as a team. Trip.
We call it riding the gravy train.
Hey, can we get some likes up there? This is a good like. Check this out. Pretty good musicians. Pretty good musicians there. Good morning. I've been Pink Floyding all morning looking for good covers. Thank you, Vegas. You're pretty hot too, right? I've been looking all morning I've been listening all morning, playing back and forth, looking for these great covers. I think we did a good job finding some, huh? Did you guys like that? I did. I did. Canadian geese don't like to leave home. They like to stay. You know what, Trip? They even want to stay in their original nests. They go back to the nests they were born in. How? I mean, what do you have to do? Do you have to do remodels on the nests? How do you know the nest is still going to be there? Canadian geese generally nest in the same region that their parents did. In fact, they often nest in the same nest every year. Wait a minute. Yeah, wasn't that Boba Flex good? That was really good. Yeah, oh man, that was good music this morning. Hold on. Speaking of music, good morning, everybody. Good morning, and it is, and it surely is. Let's get some soft background music as the syringe squirts. So do the days of our lives. 50 days till I see some of you people in person. I am looking forward to that. Michael, MVP. MVP, are you safe? Tell everybody you're safe. He said he had to get back to looking at his map, but we want to know that he's safe. He has Cupid as a co-driver. MVP, I was checking out the white Ford Escape. Who's riding shotgun? Who's riding shotgun? The Slick Kitten in the MVP white Ford Escape. It's a little Cupid guy. Little guy. He's looking for Texas. He's gonna shoot an arrow somewhere in Texas. How tall are newborn giraffes? Nerd, right? Cupid's his co-pilot. He's saying, Kim's like, get off the phone. Just drive safe. You two are so damn cute. I was looking at the picture of you two. It looks like brother and sister almost. You guys were meant to be together. It's like, not in a bad way. Not brother, sister in a bad way. You guys just look exactly alike. Newborn giraffes. 6 feet tall. Hi, I'm 6. Little rats, other things born this big. Hi, I'm a newborn giraffe. I'm 6 feet tall already. Wow. Giraffes could play basketball. Right, Trip? That's pretty cute. MVP. Kim's like, we be cute. Newborn giraffes measure 6 feet tall, making them taller than most humans when they're born. You can't slam dunk on a giraffe. I found that out. Whale, a whale shark. Give an idea. Just give an idea. How big do you think the biggest whale shark egg ever was? That we know of. We found an egg, a whale shark egg. How big do you think it was? 3 inches? 4? Maybe 4.5 inches, I'd say. What do you guys think? This is Rando Factos. Are you guys playing? Are you guys commenting? Kim, we're excited too. We're all like, I can't wait till Mike gets there. Why? Why? RX thinks it's the size of an electric smart car. That's hilarious. And Lad runs down into the eighths. He's 4 1/8. The largest egg laid by the whale shark measured 12 inches long. Wait for it though. Wait for it though. 5 inches wide. So it's kind of this shape. It's not super round. It's obviously it had to come out of somewhere, right? It got squeezed out. Boop, here it is. It's basically the size of a rugby ball. It's basically the size of a rugby ball, but here's the thing that'll blow your mind. The shell thickness. The shark shell thickness, the thickness in that case, 3 inches thick. 3 inches thick. So the whole thing's a shell. If it's 3 inches thick, all the way around, there's one little spot right in the middle for the little baby shark. Now that is a thick. Don't break my shark egg. Cats. You have some cat lovers out there. I know, Trip. Poor Mama Will. She was probably a big old girl too, though. RX, let's get one. RX and Pop have a baby whale. They keep it in a swimming pool at the neighbor's house. Right? Any cat lovers out there? You can admit it. Our ex would keep it at the neighbors, right? Quick. Anybody? Are you any cat people? Kitty, kitty. I know there's no the slick kitten. We could be talking to her. Oh, by the way, Kim's got about 7 cats. Okay? So we'll talk straight to Kim. Kim, did you know this? Did you know? I like cats too. I used to have the neatest cat. That cat loved me. He hated every other human on the planet but me. He picked me, and it was like, you're the one I like. Anyone else? But you rub up against you and do all that cat stuff to take advantage of you. Jason, tell your cat joke. We'll listen. Oh, those hairless cats are creepy, aren't they? Those Egyptian weirdo ones? Ooh, every time I see one of those, I'm like, run! We're going to find one of those on that show, The Last of Us. There'll be a bunch of those coming at you with clickers or something. I'm not into the skinless guys. What did the cat make a bad... Why did the cat make a bad DJ? Jason wants to know. Why? That's right, Mossy. It's the exact opposite. Cats domesticated us. What's the answer, Jason? Does anybody know why they don't make good DJs? Jason's got a quick... He riddled us this. Nerd thinks it's because it keeps scratching the discs. Oh, Jason, that's cute. That's a great dad joke. He kept putting the music on pause. Was a pretty good one, Jay. Jason, send me your address. That was funny. That was pretty funny. That's a grown funny. Jason, the DetroitMushLab.net. I'm going to send you a 10-pack of pop pills just because that was ridiculous. I didn't get it. Okay? So you'd send that to me, and I'm going to send that to you. The DetroitMushLab.net. Don't everyone else try to crack me up. What's a group of flamingos called, Trip? Matthew? Matthew, you're out of control. What does a group of flamingo, what do we call a group of flamingos? I didn't know this. Flamingos are happy fellas. They enjoy life. Flamingos do. As a matter of fact, they happen to be flamboyant. They're flamboyant. A flock of flamingos is called a flamboyance. What? We're very flamboyant. Really? A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance of flamingos. Say that 10 times super fast. Good morning, the money. Flamboyance. Other names to refer to them as a group are a stand, a colony, or a regiment. A regiment. There's a bunch of soldiers standing out there. Pink? Regiment? Not in the army I came from, pal. Okay, final thing, let's go back to cat people. This is something I didn't know, and I've had cats. Cat people might know this, but I bet you a bunch of them don't. Listen to this about cats. It is impossible for cats to move their jaws sideways or to grind their teeth because their lower jaw is attached to their upper jaw. I have to think about that for a minute. Can't go like that. Can't grind. It can only go up and down. Boop and up and boop and down. I didn't know that. Cats are killers though, right? Isn't a cat just like a designed killing machine? Not necessarily our domesticated ones, but seriously, cats, they're scary. If Jeff Coleman's here, that is hilarious because he doesn't know it, but I was going to do this. You guys ready for this? You know, we talk about this all the time here. Okay. Saucer full of secrets. You guys are funny. Wait. I want to show you this. So, Jeff Goldman is always cracking pops up. Always. Right? But by the same token, there's a lot of good messages come. So here's the story. We talk about it here a lot at RT Crew. To do the best we can. To always do our best. That's actually one of the agreements. That's the fourth agreement. Always do your best. Some days it's better than others, and some days it's not quite as good as it was yesterday, and tomorrow might even be better. But as long as today you do your best. It's a fantastic message, and we practice it. We really do. I've already had a best morning. I'm already having an amazing morning. Did you see? Talk about best. Hello? You show me somebody else in the United States that's growing these in their laboratories. We're doing our best. It takes effort to get this done. You don't just wake up in the morning and go, oh, I'm going to have the biggest pumpkin hillbillies that ever were domesticated. No. It doesn't work like that. So we always want to do our best. Remember? Okay. And you want to be a good example, too, to other people that are trying to do their best. Okay? So what we do is we celebrate people that do their best. And what's neat, are we paying attention, Pops, is like going long-winded to tell you, even nature does her best. Nature's typically out there doing its best. Nature doesn't wake up in the morning and say, well, it never wakes up, because it's always awake. But I don't think it ever takes a day off and says, yeah, today I'm going to just kind of take it easy. It's always doing its best. Animals in nature kind of seem to be doing the same thing. I think most animals wake up and they're like, I'm going to do my best today. I really think that. I'm not joking around when I say that. They're just, by their instinct is to try to do their best. To stick within their instinct, do their best instinctual stuff. That would include roosters. That includes roosters. Roosters in nature usually try to do their best. What am I talking about? Mozzie, you're right. It comes naturally for them. We have to work hard at doing our best, but nature comes naturally. Right, Kim? What do roosters do when they're trying to do their best? Help me out here. What do roosters, this is all set up to tell you guys this story, show you guys this video. What do roosters do? Cock-a-doodle-doo! They try to wake you up, right? They're the ones that warn, the sun's coming up, everybody! Here we go! Right? He's the guy in the yard that he's in charge of telling everybody. It's sunshine! Wake up, girls, let's go peck some, protect the flocks too, but they go, let's go peck some worms and stuff. Right? How would you like to see a rooster doing its very best? Wait. Okay? I'm going to show you guys a rooster that's doing its very best. Captain Jeff sent this to me. Okay. %. This guy gave 100%. Now. Now, if you can legitimately say that you're doing giving it 100%, Jeff writes, he gave 100%. Man, I looked at that thing 8 more times last night. I'm dying of laughter. Dying of laughter. And I'm thinking, you know what, T Crew, it's a good example. That would be a really good example of doing our best. Jeff, man, you got me so good. I laughed. I had to share it with like 8 people. Look, and that rooster did his absolute best. His 100%. He gave it 100. I hate people who say I gave it 110%. I don't hate them. I gave it 110%. There's no such thing. Just go to 100. You're good. Once you go to 101, you're an exaggerator. You're full of yourself. No, the best you can do is 100. Stop at 100. This 110% people, we're just steal the 10% from. So be careful on that. Brains. Let's have brains today. We have 2 giveaways. They're going to be nice ones. I think I'll do one now. I think I'm going to do one right now. It's going to be a scale game. You guys are going to have to get your scale out. Okay? And the person that comes closest to the weight of the fruit that I'm going to put on the scale, they're not going to win that fruit. No. That's kind of something I'm going to do something with next week, because next week is our anniversary week. But this is, I'm showing it to you to get you drooling. So you're back next week to win it. But if you'll get the correct weight of it this time, you'll win a different box that we have set up for you. Making sense so far? I sure hope so. Here we go. We have a variety of things to choose from here, do we not? Do we not have a variety? Okay. Which one? Let's go with this one for now. Let's take a look at this one. Now, don't say anything yet. Wait a minute. Here we go. Okay. Hold everything. I'm going to give you guys a good look at it. Set up the scale. Sorry. Here we go. Here it is. Don't say the size yet, because I won't count. It won't count until I say go. Don't bother getting any numbers yet, because I'm not keeping track yet. I just want you to see it. Okay? Now, go. Go. And then I'm going to put it on the scale. And you're going to tell me what it is. Oh, wait. I better look at it myself here. Hold on. Ooh-wee. Okay. Okay. So I have a close one so far. The first one so far closest. Okay. You guys have some great answers here. About 3 or 4 of you have the exact same answer. That's interesting. Keep on coming. Keep coming. Keep bringing me numbers. Oops, somebody just snuck into first place. They're only 1/10 off. One person is exactly there. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Jolie Cantor. Jolie Cantor. Exactly 5 grams. Jolie had it exactly 5 grams. Jolie Cantor. Jolie, I'm going to send that one to you. That's good enough for us. We're going to send that to you, Jolie. That was a good guess. 5.0. Jolie Cantor. I had New England Visuals. He had a 5.2 the first 5. Then Rob, he came in. He had a 5.1. And then, oh, geez, Jolie, bam, she nailed it. Jolie Cantor. She's going to get that fruit. Okay? I'm going to send that to you, along with the Pops 10-pack of capsules. If, Jolie, you will send me your address at the DetroitMushLab.net. You do that for me, and I'll do that for you. Deal? Deal. Okay? That was, that's a nice fruit. 5 grams. Listen, let's hear it. Can we hear it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Solid as a rock. Okay. Jolie, what a pretty name that is. Isn't that a pretty name? Excuse me. Brains. Let's talk about brains for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to talk about doing, not taking things personal again. Brains. Yesterday we had covered the deeper structures within the brain. We talked about the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus, the amygdala, the hippocampus, the pineal gland. That's as far as we had gotten yesterday. Today we're going to talk about the ventricles and cerebrospinal fluid. Okay, so let's look at that. Deep in the brain are 4 open areas with passageways between them. They also open into the central spinal canal and the area beneath arachnoid layer of the meninges. The ventricles manufacture cerebrospinal fluid, or CSF. It's a watery fluid that circulates in and around the ventricles and the spinal cord and between the meninges, which, if we remember, that's that covering, one of those layered coverings below our cortex. CSF surrounds and cushions the spinal cord and brain, and it washes out waste and impurities, and it delivers nutrients. Boy, CSF, that cerebral spinal fluid sure is important, right? So, blood supply to the brain. Now this to me is super duper duper, super looper duper fascinating, okay? Because this is really where the rubber meets the road. The brain circulatory system, right? Where here's, let's just call that the start of where our blood flow is going to start, quote unquote. That's the pump. And then it's got stuff that it's going to do that's going to get that blood flow up to our brain. It also takes large arteries. See, arteries are those that feed out, and they're adding fresh supply. These 2 large ones here head down the body and they feed the body. Okay? Give me a second. Turn around. Here we go. I'm always trying to get this straight, like I have a straight obsession. Blood supply to the brain. 2 sets of blood vessels supply blood and oxygen to the brain. The vertebral arteries and the carotid, and the carotid arteries. The external carotid arteries extend up the sides of your neck and are where you can feel your pulse when you touch the area with your fingertips. That's our carotid artery. The internal carotid arteries branch into the skull and circulate blood to the front part of the brain. The vertebral arteries follow the spinal column into the skull, where they join together at the brain stem and form the basilar artery, which supplies blood to the rear portions of the brain. The circle of Willis is a loop of blood vessels near the bottom of the brain that connects major arteries, circulates blood from the front of the brain to the back, and helps the arterial systems communicate with one another. And then finally, And this will actually close everything we had to talk about here. Cranial nerves. So we've gone through all of the different parts and pieces of the brain. We talked about the blood supply to the brain, basically coming from the blood and oxygen supply, and it's basically coming from two major sources. And one seems to more or less fund with blood the front of our brain, the other towards the back. Cranial nerves. This is going to be interesting. The olfactory nerve. Okay, cranial nerve, there seems to be 12 of them. We're going to cover all 12. The cranial nerve. Inside the cranium, our skull, there are 12 nerves. I didn't know that. There's 12 major nerves. The first is called the olfactory nerve, which allows for your sense of smell. The second is the optic nerve. It governs eyesight. Third, ocular motor nerve. It controls pupil response and other motions of the eye. And it branches out from the area in the brain stem where the midbrain meets the pons, that bridge. The fourth cranial nerve is the trochlear nerve. It controls muscles in the eye. It emerges from the back of the midbrain part of the brain stem. Am I boring you guys here? We only have a few more nerves to cover. This is pretty interesting. The fifth nerve, the trigeminal. The trigeminal nerve. It's the largest and most complex of the cranial nerves, with both sensory and motor functions. It originates from the pons, and it conveys sensations from the scalp, teeth, jaw, sinuses, parts of the mouth and face to the brain. It allows the function of chewing muscles and much more. So that's that whole muscle the nerve that's actually controlling most of all of our face. The scalp sensations are chewing. That's pretty neat. The next cranial nerve is the abducens nerve. It innervates some of the muscles in the eye. Looks like there's a lot of nerves dealing with our eyes. This is third cranial nerve that's had to do with the eyes so far. Number 7 is the facial nerve. This is the one that supports face movement, taste, glandular, and other functions. The 8th cranial nerve out of 12. The vestibular. I'm figuring out how to say it as I go. Vestibular nerve facilitates balance and hearing. Number 9, the glossopharyngeal nerve allows taste, ear, and throat movement, and has many more functions. Number 10, the vagus nerve. This is not spelled V-E-G-A-S, and it has nothing to do with your desire to gamble. It's called the vagus nerve, F-A-G-U-S, vagus. It allows sensation around the ear and the digestive system, and it controls motor activity in the heart, throat, and digestive system. The 11th cranial nerve, the accessory nerve. Again, this has nothing to do with the things that you're going to pick up and play with, your accessories. No. The accessory nerve actually innervates specific muscles in the head, neck, and shoulder. And then finally, the 12th and final cranial nerve is the hypoglossal nerve. It supplies motor activity to the tongue. Your hypoglossal nerve, we're going to need to remember this one, is the one that makes us impeccable or not. It's neat that we end up with the 12th nerve controls our tongue. Be in control of your hypoglossal nerve, And you're well on your way to being impeccable. Isn't that neat? I have to write that down. I'm serious. Hypoglossal. I'm going to start memorizing the hypoglossally impeccable. Okay? We're going to remember that here. Hypoglossal. Okay, let me show it to you. Hypoglossal nerve supplies motor activity to the tongue. Okay, let's remember that one. That's an important one. You guys know it too. Are you in control of your hypoglossal nerve right now? I know I'm not. The first of those 212 nerves originate in the cerebrum, and the remaining 10 cranial nerves emerge from the brain stem, which, remember, it has 3 parts: the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla. Okay, that covers brain class. We just did a lot. Now we're going to talk about some neurology tomorrow, neuroscience tomorrow, but that was the anatomy of the brain. And we'll have this fun little model around as we go. Tomorrow I have this really neat thing. It's going to talk about blood supply and the synthesizing of psilocybin. Okay? And then we're going to talk about where it hits you in here. Bing! Okay? We need to know this stuff if we're going to be practicing. We need to know. Let's do another giveaway. I feel like I'm doing giveaways. I feel like I'm going to do giveaways all day today. We're going to do 3, I think. I'm going to do another one right now. It's going to be the same thing. Scale game. Okay? Let's pick one. Let's pick one together. Okay. These 2 are for next week. Those 2 are going to go next week in anniversary week. You guys know we have an anniversary coming up, right? Sunday is actually the anniversary. So we're going to have an anniversary next week. But in terms of these here, let's see. It's why don't I pick? Let's just go with the middle one. Let's go with that middle one. Huh? What do we think? Here we go. I'm going to show it to you. Let you get a good look at it. Oh, look at that little hollow fella. Look at that. Don't say the number yet, lad. I'm not counting anything anybody says until I say go. I don't even know what the number is yet. I have to put it on the scale. Gut, that's not going to count. I'm sorry. Just not going to count, guys. And try to answer only once at first until everybody gets an answer in. Okay. Now I'm going to weigh it. I'm weighing it, so now I know the weight. Okay, go. Go ahead and start guessing. There's somebody very, very close. Boy, you guys are smart at this. You guys are all really good at it. Wow, there are so many that are so close. Gosh, darn you guys. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it. I don't think you're going to get it exact. But boy, are there a lot of close ones. Seriously, you guys are good at this. I'm going to go back to the very beginning. After I said go, the very first person to say 3.7, look, hold on a minute. Here's the answer. 3.75. There's a lot of you that said 3.7. Like a lot. The answer was 3.75. Okay? The first person on my screen to say 3.7 was there's only one. There's only one. There was a bunch of other people, and then somebody came right behind and said 3.6, but the 3.7, that there's only one is going to win this one. There's only one. Okay, good job. There's only one. I'm going to need you to send, I'm going to send you this, and I'm going to send you a Pops 10-pack of capsules along with this. And all I need from you is your address sent to my website, the DetroitMushLab.com. Excuse me, .net. The DetroitMushLab.net. Send your address there. I'll send you that exact fruit and a 10-pack of capsules. Boy, you guys are getting good at this. Do you want to play again? Give me 10 people that want to try again. You're so close, you didn't say it first. That's all. Okay? 3.8. You're right, Vegas. He said 3.8, but it was so close to the 3.5. He was the closest, first closest. But you're right. But he was the first closest, right? Because 3.8 and 3.7, and it was actually 3.75. So I had to give it to, there's only one. And I don't think he's ever played here before. Played, yes, but I don't think he's ever won. Okay? But good looking out, Vague. I think you're right. He said 3.8. I know, but he was the first 3.8. And I didn't say closest without going over. I hate that closest without going over. Like The Price is Right. Why can't it just be closest, period? So I'm $1 over. You're $100 under and you win? I'm not good with that. Give me, who thinks that's okay? Closest without going over? So, you know what I mean? The under guy's 100 off, and then the over guy's like only $1 off, and they get shanked? Not so quick. Okay? Not so quick around here. It doesn't make sense to me. So there's only one. You won that one. Yeah, the dollar bits are kind of BS too, nerd. But in a way, if you're the one sitting there on the, you get that chance. Or how do you like this? The person puts 1,500 and you go 1,501. Like they have nothing. They might as well not have even bid. How about when you just top them by $1? At least do like a $20 separation. You know what I mean? If they said 1,500, go 1,520. Give them $19 worth of shots there. That's my opinion. Can I tell you something? My sister, strategy, Kim, I know. My sister, my little sister, was on The Price is Right. True story. She was, she won the original thing, whatever it took to get up to spin the wheel. She goes to spin the wheel, right? I know, RX, can you imagine that? Like, turn around and get pissed at someone on the... So she spun the wheel. She hit the dollar thing. So, boop, automatically got her $1,000, right? Then she goes to the final showcase, obviously, and she won the final showcase. Now, this was probably late 80s, early 90s. What did she win? She won like a bar set. And they made it like out of barrels, like real country looking. Like this bar and table, and it was like a bar. Who wants a bar unless you've got a basement? Kids in Southern California don't need a bar like that. And a dune buggy. And she got a dune buggy, a sand rail. And earlier in the show, she'd won a couple of trips. Wait a minute, I'm not done. Same sis, a couple of years later. No, earlier. Do you know the dune buggy? You know what she did with the dune buggy? They sold it back to the show. Once the show's over, they go, okay, so you can have the dune buggy, but you have to pay taxes on it. So take the dune buggy, but you have to give us $7,000 in taxes. Or we'll give you a check for, I'm just making up the number, or we'll give you a check for $20,000 instead. So take the dune buggy and pay taxes, and then you have to pay taxes before you can take the thing away, right? Or we'll give you a check. You know those cars you see out there that they're buying? I mean, they're winning on those shows. Same thing. Same thing on those shows. You've got to pay to get your thing out of hock. The government wants their money up front. Yeah. You do have to pay big taxes. It's 40% on game show winnings. Pops knows. You guys know Pops was on Jeopardy. Shh, I don't talk about it very much. But yeah. And then other same sister a couple years earlier. Don't forget, we grew up in Southern California. Burbank Studios was down the street, so we were around the studios all the time, right? And my sisters are extremely attractive girls, so they like to put them on TV, like if you know. So they do. And they're like, oh, take that one out of the crowd and put her on the TV, and this same sister won, what was that show where they hit the whammies? What was that show? What's it? Press Your Luck. Press Your Luck. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, stop. She ended up touring Europe off of that show. A couple of European trips to Italy and Paris and spending money. And Vegas, you were born in Burbank? Yeah, Burbank's my background, my backyard. No money, no money. That was such an old. We look back at that on the Game Show Network now. It is so hilarious to see the people's outfits and stuff. Big bucks, big bucks. Yeah. So then one more story. You guys want one more story? So then my family is going to try out for, what's that other? Family Feud. Family Feud. We're going to go to Family Feud, and we're going to, win $1 million. We're a smart family. We are. We're all pretty smart, I have to admit. Now my family has to decide. There's 6 kids and a mom. So there's 7 people. Which 2 don't get a play? Which 2 don't get a go? We have to leave 2 out. Mom's an automatic. Mom absolutely gets to play, because this was Richard Dawson. This is back in the day of Richard Dawson. Okay, why am I telling you guys this story? We're supposed to be doing spirituality stuff. Mom really wants to see Richard, like you guys are saying, sloppy kiss guy. He was actually as cool as could be, though. He's really a nice man in person. They have to eliminate 2 of us. So they decide, well, my baby sister, she's not, I apologize, maybe as photogenic as the other girls. And Pops isn't as photogenic as his brother. So 3 sisters, my brother and my mom, they go try out for Family Feud. Sorry, we didn't pick your family to go on the show. And inside, I was ill at the time. I wasn't mentally well. Inside, I'm like, yeah, that's right. I knew you guys weren't going to make it. If you'd have just brought Gene and me instead of Tim and Renee, we'd be on that show. Ego. That was also something you could drink and drug over. My family didn't pick me, man. They didn't pick me. I wasn't good enough for the group. They only picked the good-looking ones. Man, they should have picked a smart one like me. So my family tried out for Family Feud without me, and they got what they deserved. Okay, let's talk about agreements for about 6 minutes, and we're going to do a final giveaway. Okay? Overjoyed. It's any reason to have a trauma. Like I'm looking for trauma reasons, right? Back in the day, weren't you looking for reasons to have trauma? I was like, they made a good decision. It was okay. Like, calm down, pal. Matthew, that's right. We'll be back in two. And two. Chuck Woolery was the coolest guy there ever was. That love connection? Absolutely. Kim, I was pissed. I have to tell you, man. That was one of my, I didn't know about the four agreements that you don't take things personally either. I didn't know that then. I'm like sitting around taking it personal for a while. No, seriously. I have to like get it out now. No, I'm over that. Okay. Chuck Woolery was cool as can be. So it's another story. I had a cousin, Sherry. Don't forget, we're in Southern California. Sherry, gorgeous girl. She went on the dating game. She went on the date. Now this is back in the. Oh wait, one more. So she goes on the dating game, and she gets picked. She hated the date. Blah blah blah. It was terrible going out with this guy. Like it was like not a good date, but she won the game. I'll go one more. Same cousin. She gets married. She gets married, and they go on the newlywed game. Do you guys remember that one? Bob, what was his name? Eubanks. Bob Eubanks. Right? They won the newlywed game. My family's winning game shows all the time, except for when they don't bring me. Right? Yeah, she won the newlywed game, that show. You remember that one? You remember it? Famous line? Where's the strangest place that you've ever made whoopee? And the person's answer, well, that'd be in the butt, Bob. You remember that one? It's a true story. Where's not strangest, but where's the something place you've ever made? First place? No, not first place. Remember that one? What had happened? That was a real answer. Why, that'd be in the butt, Bob. Okay? Yeah. The next year they canceled the show, but no, they started putting in censors. Come on, you guys know I didn't make that up. That isn't even an urban legend. It happened. Remember why would they call making love make whoopee? Matthew, it's real. Why, that would be in the butt, Bob. And he had like an accent like that too. I wonder if Bob took it personal. Trip, it is a true story. No, it's probably 70s. I've seen the playback too, Swing. Okay, pops. Stop talking about pop-pops. And let's talk about other stuff. If someone's not treating you with love and respect, walk away. It's a gift. It's a gift to you and to them. When you make a strong habit not to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Remember that your anger, jealousy, and envy, all of your sadness, that stuff literally disappears. And you don't enjoy it, so you don't go revisit it. Amanda, we never got around to let's make a deal. The fam. No, I don't think we were ever there. If you can make this second agreement, not taking things personally, a habit. If you can make this a habit, you will find that nothing can put you back into hell. You're gonna live a pretty happy life. Even when they don't include you on the team, they leave you standing on the curb. It's really not about you. It's about their desire to win. It's about they've made a judgment call that it would be in their best interest to do it this way. Okay. Okay. Oh, you didn't like me. I'm the last. Maybe I don't have the skills for this one, and I do for the next one. Okay. There is a huge amount of freedom that comes to you when you don't take things personally. You become immune to negative magicians, and no spell can affect you, no matter how strong it may be. This is a true story. I learned this from Bean Pop's shrooms. Vague, I'm sorry. If no one else told you that, I'm sorry. But I learned this from Bean Pop shrooms, I really did. Because it was 2 years ago, this coming June. I still have it kind of scarred in there. When I was attacked and stories were made up, and I mean, this whole thing came out, like cancel culture, the whole thing coming at me. And what I did for a 24-hour period was I turned into a fetal ball, crying, grown man. And then they don't understand. I'm just trying to help them. I'm doing it for their sake, and they don't appreciate me, and I'm gonna quit. And that went on. I mean, I wallowed in it because the most vile, gross, disgusting gossip started against me from a person. I won't even say the source or why, but it was started. And once some of that stuff starts, especially in our media, our video, our this YouTubes and IGs, when that kind of stuff starts, you know, people don't even need to know. They just, oh, I heard it's true. And the next thing you know, I heard maybe 3 weeks ago, hey, aren't you the one that, and he's bringing up this story that was told 2 years ago. It doesn't go away on virtual media. When crap is said about you, it doesn't go away. You got to do one of two things. You got to do what Pops did, fetal ball turtle it up and cry and feel sorry for yourself and take it personal, or an exception was there with me. She helped me walk through this. It's one of the reasons I'm in love with her so much. Buck up. Don't take it personal. If you think you're going to lead the pack, they're going to shoot at you. It's part of the deal. Comes with the territory. If you can take 99 people saying something, oh, you're wonderful, you're the greatest. If you can take that, you need to take the one that says you're a dickhead. Because it's not you. None of the 99 were you, and none of the one was you. Why were you doing it? After the crying time, after I came out of my little fetal ball, I asked myself, why were you doing what you were doing in the first place? Because you wanted attention? Because you wanted them to like you? Because you wanted them to love you? Because you wanted them to say nice things about you? Or is it because you wanted to spread an amazing sacred medicine? Which is it, Pops? Spreading amazing medicine. Okay, then. Why are you taking it personal? Get back in there and spread medicine. But they get back in there and do why it is you do you. Be impeccably you. You know what happens? The rest falls away. You didn't think so when you're in the middle of it. And then, okay, and you're still a bit. It all falls away. The whole world can gossip about you, but you become immune. You're immune. If there was truth in it, then you fix it. If there's no truth in it, you're immune. But we don't live in the immunity. We live in the fetal ball. We live in the cry. Someone can intentionally send emotional poison, and if you don't take it personally, you won't eat it. Do you know that there's a little cabal, a teeny little group that still hasn't given up the idea that Pops is a dick because he said and he did and he... There's still little squeaky noises out there. I honestly feel sorry for them. Not because I'm up and above or something. I just feel sorry for them. You know, all you need to do is reach out to me and say, you know, we talk about it. And guess what? I'd probably do. I'd probably send you this. Let's get back to being, you know, let's get back to being kind and loving. When you don't take emotional poison, it becomes even worse to the sender. That's your reward. That's right. If they ain't shooting at you, you aren't worth killing. You must not be worth it. Final thought here. You can see how important this agreement is. Taking nothing personal helps you to break many habits and routines that trap you in the dream of hell and needless suffering. Just by practicing the second agreement, just by practicing today, practice it. Next thing somebody says about you, I'm not going to take that personal. You begin to build your own dream. You begin to break dozens of teeny tiny agreements that caused you to suffer. Just by the next time someone does, or not even a person, next time the branch falls on your car, it's not about you. Nature just dropped a branch on the car that was there. And if you practice those first two agreements, you will break 75% of the teeny tiny agreements that kept you trapped in hell. As you make a habit of not taking things personally, you don't need to put your trust in things other people say. I trust what I say about myself way more than I'm going to trust what those people in that trailer park in Ohio are saying about me, quote unquote. I trust what I say about myself. And if you guys notice here, I tend to say really nice things about myself. Right? I tend to talk about myself pretty nicely. After I tell you a confession or two. You will only need to trust yourself to make responsible choices. When you truly understand this and you refuse to take things personally, you can hardly be hurt by the careless comments or actions of others. It becomes comical. If you keep this agreement, you can travel around the world with your heart completely open, and no one can hurt you. Alexa, you're right. I'll leave Ohio. I wasn't talking East Palestine necessarily. I don't think that the trailer park's anywhere near East Palestine. You can say I love you without fear of being ridiculed or rejected. You can ask for what you need. You can say yes and you can say no. Whatever you choose without guilt or self-judgment. You can choose to follow your heart. Then you can be in the middle of hell and still experience inner peace and happiness. I love you too, Star Child. You can stay in your state of bliss and hell will not affect you at all. When you're being impeccable with what is it? Our hypoglossal nerve. When we're controlling our hypoglossal nerve impeccably, and we're not taking things personally, we're well on our way to healing. A lot of peace and happiness. Tomorrow we're going to start our third agreement. Don't make assumptions. Tomorrow we'll hit our third agreement and we'll get started on that. We're going to talk a little bit about that brain neurology stuff and synthesizing psilocybin, etc. And we're also going to continue to do giveaways. Should we do another scale giveaway or do we do a top 10? What should I do today? A scale giveaway or a top 10? What do you want to do? You guys are awfully good with the old scale eye. You guys are getting pretty darn good at that. What do you want to do? Scale, Sharon says. Well, give me the first few. Everybody, oh, you guys are like, forget about it. It's scale for sure. It's scale day. Okay, let's do scale. Let's do scale. Let's come on over here and look at these. Okay, we got a few of these. Remember, those, all of these, we're going to give those away next week. Anniversary week. Okay? But let's do... Wow, look at that. Look inside there. Have a good day, King. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Hold everything. Hold everything. Don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. If you say it yet, it won't count. Trying to give you a good look at it. Okay. Go. Go. Lad, that's funny. Stuffed chocolate in that hole, huh? Okay, I'm sitting here. I'm looking at the weight right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm looking at them. I'm just reading them and calculating here who's closest, etc. So hang in there. Keep giving one answer each to start with, okay? Okay, I think I'm going to close it. Boy, oh boy, you guys, I'm not even joking. You guys are really good at this. You're extremely good at this. Okay, I don't know how you guys are getting so good at it. Maybe you're being trained. Here's the answer. 4.35. The first person that I saw closest, they actually had a 4.3, and then a minute later they went 4.4. So I'm going to give it to Mike Barabal. Mike Barabal was the closest first. Many of you had a 4.4. Many of you had a 4.4 after Mike. Okay? So I'm giving this one to Mike Barabal. Mike, we're going to send this to you. It's kind of hard when you guys are all so good and so close. You're really good at this. But Mike, I'm going to send that to you along with a 10-pack from Pops. You need to send me your address at the DetroitMushLab.net, and I'll get that sent out to you, Mike. Okay? That's a little, scale is fun. I cannot believe how close most of you are. I feel kind of bad at it because you guys are so close. It's like I should, you know what I'll do next time? I'll break that mushroom up into 4 pieces and give the first 4 that all have the same answer. Solomon, should I do the old Solomon on it? Give everybody a piece? Or should I just give it to the first one I see on my screen? First on the screen? Yeah, let's go first on the screen. Forget the Solomon thing. Okay, that would be kind of creepy, right, Exception? Okay, don't break up the baby. Don't cut the baby in half. Okay, Solomon, what are you doing? Don't cut the baby. All right. If the sheriff says it's first on the screen, then it's first on the screen. You guys, would you guys have a beautiful day? I sure did. It's been a great start. Let's keep it rolling the way it started. Impeccable with our hypoglossal nerve and not taking things personal. Practice that. Watch the power you have. Wait till your boss says something and you used to like, hey, wait a minute. And you're like, okay. And you don't take it personal and you walk out of there. You got personal power, baby. After a while, people are looking at you, how come that guy wears a cape? He's like a superhero. Oh, I know why. Your cape name, NP. Nothing personal. Hi, I'm Captain Nothing Personal. What are you doing, Pops? Get out of here. Gary, thank you. And Kim and Lexington Hags. Hags, I agree. First on the screen. I'm not cutting those mushrooms up. Jesus Christ. And it's more than that. I'm not paying for that much shipping. Get out of here. Kim, Kimmy, I'm so proud for you. Gary and Sharon, don't chop it. Slow Coast and Mike, you bet. And Starchild, you're sweet. And Liddy Ladran and Mike and Starchild and Justin and Exception and Trippy Mickey and Nerdy and Gut and Exception and Mozzie and Bridgie. Bridgie! Fantastic Amanda Day. Hags, thank you. RX, Kingy, Red Boy, Slingy, non-adjective Eric, Saska Mojo, Desi, Gleeny Grow, Mike Baraball and Kim. I didn't know that. Happy birthday to King Metroplex. Happy birthday. It's not popcorns time. Happy birthday. I hope you had a good time, King. You're in the Metroplex. You're a king. With a lot of things left, it's a king. Metroplex Day. Happy birthday to the king, happy birthday. It has a good ring, happy birthday to King Metroplex. Get out of here. Okay, Exception and Amanda and Star and Jolie and Jackie and Wes and Gut and Jay and Censored and Mike and Jesus Christ in Australia. And Kingy and Mike and Censored and Benny Ben and Sid and Starchild and Ladran and Overjoyed and Mike and Sandman. There's my man King and Slow Coast and Mike and Kim and King. Pops, peace, be kind. Enjoy your birthday. Impeccable with our hypothalamus. No, hypoglossal. Go be hypoglossally impeccable. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.